It is the part of life. Then, Takuya and Koji go to some secluded cave sort of thing, whatever. And then Koji's, like, his back is to Takuya. And Takuya's like, okay, start talking. So Koji's asking him, why are we here? Like, you don't know what's at stake. And Takuya's just arguing with him back. And at that time, my heart is slowly pumping. I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. My heart is like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, make it stop, make it stop. But I'm like, no, I gotta watch this. Then they argue further. Then this part, oh my god, I was like, oh! Like, Takuya's like, so what? Are we just gonna like run away? And then Koji's like, no, I didn't say that. And Takuya's like, then what are you saying? Then Koji just grabs him by the collar, just whirls him, and just slams him against the wall. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, oh my god! I'm freaking out. Oh man. It was intense. It was just so intense. And then Koji's like, listen, you weren't there when I crossed swords with him. He is way too strong. And Takuya's like, we are more powerful if we just attack him, just to work together. Oh, man. Just the whole thing was just, I was like, pump my heart. My beat still, my beating heart. I'm like, please be still, my beating heart. My beating heart. I could do a whole story about this. Trust me. Man. So exciting. So tempting. Oh, man. Okay, and then we have another one. Before the whole Duskmon thing, there was Renamon. And this was during the time when Zoe finally got her beast spirit. Now, this was like a girl fight. It just made my stomach turn. I'm like, you go. Yeah. But during that time, like, Zoe just got thrashed into the water. Like, she just went, poof. I was like, no! Oh, man. But also I like the part where Renamon made her entrance and she's like, hi, kitty pies. Like, she's trying to be all flirty. I'm like, yeah. It was so freaky. Just, just how Zoe got her beast spirit and then she just comes out of the water. Oh man, my heart was racing. And I love how Zoe's like, yes, I'm back. And I brought a little friend. And she turns into her beast spirit. I was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever done. I mean, that was the coolest thing that I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of Execute Spirit Evolution Fragile Code digitize. So amazing. That show was awesome. But anyway, I've seen it since 24 during the whole Jetix. But anyway, sorry, I like the end of that episode though. But I won't tell. A girl has to have secrets. I was like, is she trying to be a little flirty? I'm like, I am so jealous of you, girl. I also love the part where Takuya and Koji were just praising Zoe, like, oh, you should be thanking her. No, she's the one that did everything. And Zoe just hugs them both. I'm like, oh. And she's like, oh. And the boys are like, ah. And Zoe's like, you guys help me out even more. I'm like, ah. How can you not resist that? That is the most amazing thing that you ever heard someone say. Ah, it's just so incredible. Then Takuya's like, ah. And Koji's like, oh, this love is... But then he goes, oh, cut it out. Like, stop hugging me. And I love JP and Tommy. They're like, hey, what about us? Don't we get any hugs? And Zoe's like, oh, okay, come here. I was like, oh. So yeah, I love that. such a wonderful, perfect, amazing. And we also have our number 3. This was where Duskmon finally knows the name of Lobomon, and it's Koji. And then Duskmon has this meltdown that envelops everyone into darkness. But then Duskmon can't stop thinking about Koji. I was like, I got a bad feeling about this. Then I see the scene. Koji, who are you? And Koji looks over, and he's like, Duskmon! But before he could say anything else, Duskmon just grabs him, and he just holds him up. And he's like, I need to know, who are you? And he's like, what is our connection? What are you really? And he's like, give me your memories now! And goes inside of Koji's head, like goes inside his head, and Koji's like, ah! I go, oh my god! Just watching that scene, it just scares me. It just caused my heart to pound. And then Koji's like, in the midst of all of that, he's like, get out of my head, Duskmon! Leave my memories alone! And then Duskmon's like, silence! And hurts him even more, and Koji's like, ah! And then all of a sudden, Koji, like, when he was trying to fight back against Duskmon as Lobomon, and also his beast spirit, and that's when that whole spirit evolution, beast spirit evolution combines, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. That was so exciting. But and then it got even more heart pounding, where Koji could see someone in there, and he goes, who is that? That looks like me. He looks just like me. And also, there's some others I forgot too. The whole Koiji Kimura thing. Wow, that got my heart racing. It was incredible. But also, another bonus is where Zoe got her spirit evolution and also becomes Kazumon. But then she gets defeated by that Treemon. And then Koji steps in. I'm like, yes! You go, dude! And I love how Lobomon defeats the evil Digimon and it just goes fractal code digitized in the end. But the one thing that really got my heart go boom was where Lobomon turns back into Koji and Zoe watches like, oh, Koji. I was like, I can see some shipping. I didn't know what shipping was until I already know about it, but back then I didn't know what shipping was. But anyway. But yeah. So anyway. Yeah, really exciting. Okay, so we got another one coming from my childhood. Oh man, things are just getting good. It's so thrilling. I was gonna say Beyblade, but I think, oh yeah, I should mention Beyblade. Like the first part of Beyblade where